Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second match of the day. It's United KURUNG FC, who are up against the league leaders, Capital Complex FC. And as things stand, Capital Complex FC are leading the way with 18 points in total. 6 wins out of 7 played, and 1 loss, which came in their previous game against Namsai FC. But the Capital Complex with 18 points in total now, they've already made their place in the top 4. And on the other hand, for KURUNG United, it is going to be a difficult task to make it to the top 4. Nonetheless, they still have a chance if they go on to win this one and the next one, and provided the teams in the first half of the table lose their next matches, KURUNG still have a chance to make it to the top 4. 6 points in total for KURUNG. 2 wins, 0 draws and 5 losses for United KURUNG in this season. Well, this is going to be a battle for respect, for redemption for KURUNG United, and on the other hand, Capital Complex will be looking to prove their dominance as the league's best. United KURUNG will be looking forward to make a statement and show that they are a team which is capable of going head to head with the league's best. Well, we are coming to you live from the Golden Jubilee Stadium, Upia, and you're watching us live exclusively on the YouTube channel of Indrajit Namchom Arunachal League and the Facebook page of News5 as well. Well, the stage is set. The sun has set down, and the floodlights are on. And the pitch here at the Golden Jubilee Stadium is shining as both the teams, United KURUNG FC in green and black, and on the other hand, Capital Complex in their traditional red and white, walking onto the pitch. Well, this is going to be a very exciting match. Capital Complex playing for dominance, playing to show the authority, and KURUNG United playing for respect, playing for redemption. Well, the final handshakes before the kickoff. The referee of today's game, Karba Kambu, assisted by Ngurang Dolum and Bruce Lee Talong, proceeding with the toss of the coin. And here we have the captains of both the teams, Techi Tatra leading Capital Complex FC, and on the other hand, Jamgo Len Lungkim, the captain of United KURUNG. And here we have the starting lineup for United KURUNG. Couple of changes made by Bengia Bosco. Tako Kanu, Chera Chapang, Tamuk James, Fabil Tipi have made their way into the starting lineup, wherein the bench in the last match. And on the other hand, for Capital Complex FC, a couple of changes as well by Kipa Bharat. Well, Olik Tang has come in place of Tako Punung, and the rest of the playing 11 stays the same. We have Tako Punung, a lot of exciting names. Daniel Gurung, Tako Punung, Damli Bomnio, Akash Tau, all these exciting names on the bench for Capital Complex FC. Well, this is a team that has shown utter dominance in the league so far. 6 wins out of 7 played in the league so far. However, they slipped a bit in the previous game against Namsai FC. A 4-2 defeat against Namsai FC, the underdogs. And United KURUNG now posing for the photo. The memory is frozen before the game kicks off. And the center referee Karbakambu with the ball approaching the center spot. Well, the floodlit pitch of Golden Jubilee Stadium is set. The atmosphere is electrifying. The fans are ready. The teams are ready. And so are we. Can Capital Complex continue their winning momentum after a setback in their previous game against Namsai? Or can United Kurung FC produce something magical and show that they are capable of going head-to-head with the league's best? Well, that remains to be seen. Well, we have 90 minutes of exciting football coming our way. And here we go, the ball comes through live. It's Capital Complex who have started the proceedings in the first half. Well, every pass, every shot, every movement is going to count for both the teams. Capital Complex are playing for dominance, playing for authority. In Kurung United, playing to show that they still have it in them, playing for redemption, and playing to end their campaign on a positive note. Well, here we have Capital Complex straight into attack. Fabil Tipi, the main man of Kurung United. Attack down the left flank for Kurung, but nicely dealt with Akaskino. Well, this is round 8 of the Indrajit Namcham Arunachal League. And slowly but gradually we are approaching the knockouts, the playoffs of this tournament. But Capital Complex have already cemented their place in top 4, while others are still looking to do that. Here's Jorambat now for United Kurung. Good ball inside, but too many red shirts. Clear away, but not too far away. Tako Kanu couldn't control it there. Both the teams have lost their previous game. United Kurung against Patka United 2-0, and Capital Complex against Namsai FC 4-2. Jorambat once again with the ball inside, but dealt again with Akaskino. This is Dorji Sewang for Olik Tang. Sarbo to Tau Tapu. Olik Tang gets the ball. Takyo Tadap finds Dorji Sewang. Tapu is waiting there on the right flank, making that overlapping run. Tapu gets it, puts the ball inside, but not enough power on it. Chinkosiam finds Niktal and back to Chinkosiam. Plays it long this time. Try to find Lenjing, but a bit too much weight on that ball. Hage Sarbo. Now this is Vivek Gurung. A lovely ball for Rahul to run into. Rahul gets it. cross inside towards the second post. Dorji Sewang tried to head it down for his teammate there. However, possession lost. And now KURUNG United with a long ball for Fabil. Intercepted by Teji Tatra, but sloppy there by Teji Tatra. Fabil got the ball there, and Takyo Tadab with a pull from behind. And Fabil wins the first free kick for KURUNG United. Well, we know what Fabil can do if he gets an opportunity in the final third. His trickery, his pace, his creativity is second to none, and he is definitely going to be a threat for the Capital Complex defense. Already scored 5 goals. This is Fabil TP. And of course we can't forget the 4 goals that he scored against Kameng. Fabil TP goes for the shot directly, but straight into the hands of Jagom Loi. Well, you gotta hit it better than this. Otherwise, Jagom Loi is no easy goalkeeper to beat. Jenko Gadi. Teji Tatra finds Dorji Sewang. Dorji Sewang for Olik. Olik to Tau Tapu. Tau Tapu, the right back, has that knack of going forward, making those overlapping runs and putting in those crosses. Has also scored 1 goal already and provided a couple of assists as well. Tau Tapu was in the Sudeva Academy in Delhi as well. Played for Papumpare in the Taratang Championship. The free kick for Capital Complex. Akash Kino will take it. Akash Kino. And we have the first goal of the match. And boy oh boy, what a free kick that was. Akash Kino out of nowhere takes a shot, go-at shot, and we have the first goal of the match. It's Capital Complex FC 1 and United KURUNG 0. Well, I'm pretty sure no one expected that. Akash Kino, we have seen him score these sort of goals before as well. Akash Kino, the centre back, with a bit of attacking prowess as well. And what a goal that was. Well, this season of the Indrajit Namcha Arunachal League has seen some crackers of a goal. And this was definitely one as well. Now on the other side of the pitch, Fabil TP with another attempt. And Chinkoziam with the chance. Chinkoziam goes for the shot. And Jagom Loi there up to the task. And this is that free kick. What a goal. Akash Kino. Good ball in towards the second post. A lot of numbers there, but clear away. However, ball is still with KURUNG. Good ball inside. Chinkoziam is there, but lets it go out. This is the chance. Chinkoziam with the attempt at goal. Jagom Loi punches it out. Prijit's shot to his skipper, Teji Tatra. Fabil TP now for Chinkoziam. Chinkoziam takes the shot. but got deflected. Olik Tang surging forward. Dorji Sewang, Tao Tapu once again making their overlapping run. But too much weight on that ball. The ball goes out for a Kurung goal kick. Long Kim for Fabil, and that was a push from behind clearly by Teji Tatra. Fabil wins a free kick for Kurung. Well, the pace of Fabil is definitely going to be a threat for the defense of Capital Complex. They have to be on toes at all times to deal with his pace and creativity. Now this is Chinkoziam for Kurung, cleared away by Dorji. Akaskino clears it far away, straight back to the keeper. Biki Takar. Biki Takar finds Joram Bat. Joram Bat goes long. Takio Tadab connecting that play. Teji Tatra with the ball for Vivek Gurung. And we all know what Vivek Gurung can do. Vivek Gurung cutting inside. This time didn't find any red shirts inside. Olik Tang has the ball. Olik Tang cuts inside, takes the shot. But no direction in it. Well, these two, Olik Tang and Vivek Gurung, are phenomenal. And the defense of Kurung United have to keep a check on them. And this is the goal there. Akaskino completely out of nowhere from way off the D area on the back of the net. Rahul is down, wins a free kick for Capital. And it looks like it's going to be Vivek Gurung who's going to take it. Well, he is the man. The bulwark of Capital Complex FC and the leading goal scorer so far in the Arunachal League. 9 goals to his name already. Scored 1 hat-trick. Can he increase his tally to 10 goals? Well, that's the first yellow card. So meanwhile, it's Vivek Gurung. Vivek Gurung goes for the shot, but deflected by the wall. Taku Kanu wins a throw-in for his team. Teji Tatra looking for options. Akaskino plays it back to Jagom Loi. Kurung are trying to press. But if they press, they have to press as a unit. Otherwise, Capital Complex are not going to give away the ball easily. Akaskino Just a bit too much there. Jenko Gadi couldn't control it. Now here's Fabil TP now. Tried to link up with Chinkosium, but stolen away by Hage Sarbo. Jenko Gadi making that overlapping run. Well, Hage Sarbo scored a banger of a goal against Subansri United from outside the penalty area. Can he pull off something like that again in this match as well? We have a lot of exciting talents to watch out for in both the teams. And here's Vivek Gurung running against Lunkim, but Biki Takar is there to deal with the danger. Now Jenko Gadi gets the ball. Plays it back to his skipper, Tatra. Tatra to Talab. Capital Complex are taking their time to build up from the back. They're intercepted well. Possession lost away. Capital on the break now. Vivek Gurung. Vivek Gurung gets the ball. Up against Lunkim. Vivek Gurung for Rahul. Rahul has it. Too many black shirts. Rahul still has the ball. Plays it to Vivek. Vivek puts the ball inside. And only time, for the first time, half volley. What a goal that was. A brilliant football there by Capital Complex. Vivek Gurung with a wonderful ball inside. And Oleg Tang with his golden right foot on the half volley. It makes it Capital Complex 2 and United Kurung FC 0. Well, this is not looking good for United Kurung. Only 15 minutes of gameplay and we already have 2 goals. A lovely ball there by Vivek Gurung. And there was lovely volley by Olik Tang. Well, with this goal, Olik Tang now has 6 goals to his name. Well, Olik Tang definitely has been a star performer for Capital Complex and definitely is one of the contenders for the Player of the Tournament award. And here's the man again, Vivek Gurung, surging forward towards the left flank. But this time Lukim is there to deal with the danger. And this time it was Rahul Singfo with the attempt there. But didn't get the connection that he'd like to. Ball goes out. Another chance for Capital brewing up. Cleared away by the defense. Tapu now towards the second post for Rahul Goju. Rahul is there, took the header but deflected by Joram Bat. Well, corner kick for Capital Complex. Well, Capital Complex are approaching this match with no mercy whatsoever. 2 goals already within the first 20 minutes. And they're still hungry for more. Again, Vogadi with the ball in, but cleared away. Throw in for Capital Complex. Dorji Sewang takes it. Tako Kanu wins it. Cleared away this time. by Mate. Tautapu plays it all the way back to Jagomloi. Jenko Gadi, first time ball in, but lacked accuracy on that one. Rahul Goju, what's there? Kurung United struggling to find that rhythm. And it has been a dominant display by Capital Complex so far. They're enjoying playing the ball from left to right, creating all these chances. And I've already found the back of the net twice. Kurung United have to step up. Vivek Gurung. Hage Sarbo. Hage Sarbo for Olik Tang, but intercepted by Lungkim. However, the ball is back with Capital. This is Olik Tang once again. Plays it for Rahul. However, Rahul was in an offside position. Jamgul and Lungkim. Jorambat. Teji Tatra this time goes long, but Tautapu there couldn't control it. However, he has the ball and wins. Not sure if that was a throw-in or a foul. Seems like it's a foul. And Tautapu there manages to get a free kick, win a free kick for Capital Complex, and it's the goal scorer for Capital, Akaskino again, with a free kick with almost the similar position, but this time I'm pretty sure Biki Taka wouldn't make the same mistake of coming off his line. This time Biki Taka is there, up to the task, punches it away. Well, Akaskino is that kind of centre back that every coach wants in their team, who is not just rock solid at defense, but also has that attacking prowess. Occasionally goes out forward and scores screamers like this. Well, we have seen him do this for Capital in previous games and previous other tournaments as well. I remember that goal that he scored for Capital in the Eagle Trophy from just above the center line. And in this match as well, he has scored another screamer. But meanwhile, Capital Complex with the attack. Vivek Gurung with the header there. And it's the duo of Olik Tang and Vivek Gurung once again causing problems for United Kurung. Well, Biki Takar has really been busy in this match so far. Definitely not an easy task to keep up with the likes of Rahul, Vivek, Sarbo, Olik, all these fantastic names lighting up the pitch for Capital Complex. Takyo Tadap, Vivek Gurung, Finds Tagyutadap for Vivek Gurung. Lovely ball. First time ball in, but this time deflected by the defense. This is Kurung now. And this is that chance. Olik Tang with a lovely ball inside. Vivek Gurung just couldn't get enough touch on that. Now here's Kurung on the break. Fabil Tipi up against Tatra. A good defending there by the captain, Teji Tatra. Teji Tatra, with all his experience, is one of the few players from Arunachal Pradesh to have played in the I-League. Third player, to be precise, from our state who has made an appearance in the Hero I-League, which was back then the top tier league of the nation. He did it for Aizwal FC in the 2017-18 season. Came off as a substitute in Aizwal FC's match against Mohan Bagan and scripted his name in the history of Arunachal football as being the third player from our state to have achieved that feat. Tao Tapu, sloppy there by Tao Tapu. Chance for Kurung now. But Jagam Loi is there to collect that ball. Throws it quickly for Rahul. Rahul making his move forward. Rahul down the left flank, still running up against Jorambat. But Lunkim is there to clear off the danger. Well, the ball goes out for yet another capital corner kick. Olik Tang with the ball in. Vicky Takar punches it away. This is Olik Tang again on the left flank with his left foot, deflected by the defense. He still has the ball towards the second post this time. Vicky Takar up to the touch once again. Ball is still in danger for Kurung. Dorji Sewang on the right flank puts the ball in. Olik Tang once again goes for the volley, but this time couldn't get the desired connection there. Janko Gadi almost found Rahul Guju there. Jorambat now. Well, it has been a capital complex show so far. Utter dominance displayed by them. Scored 2 already and creating the chances after chances. No signs of stopping whatsoever. But on the other hand, United Kurung struggling to find that rhythm, that cohesion between the players. Meanwhile, another ball in by Tao Tapu. Vicky Takar there came off the line. That could have been ugly for Vicky Takar had Rahul got the ball on that occasion. However, Kurung is back with the attack now. Taku Kanu couldn't control it. Ball is back with capital. Dorji Sewang. Aage Sarbo. Portadap. This is Janko Gadi now. Janko Gadi up against Jorambat. Gets past him. Lovely cutback for Olik Tang. Vivek Gurung is there to get it. Vivek Gurung with the ball. But good defending there by Lenjing Panyang. Well, I'm loving to see the fullbacks of Capital Complex Tautapu and then Gogadi, creating all these attacking chances, making those overlapping runs, making it very difficult for the fullbacks of United Kurung to deal with the attacking prowess of Capital Complex. Well, we already have Doji Sewang and Vivek Gurung creating havoc on the flanks for Capital, and they are additionally supported by the likes of Tautapu and Ketugadi. And this Ketugadi again with the ball. Chagomloi way off his line. Well, the traffic has been in the left side of the pitch so far. All the action happening on one side of the pitch. But another free kick for Capital Complex, just outside the penalty area. Becky Tucker setting up his wall. And making it as difficult as possible for Vivek Gurung to get anything out of it. As you can see on the screen, 70% possession dominated by Capital Complex. And here's Vivek Gurung now with a chance from a promising position. KD make it 3. Vivek Gurung goes for the shot, but this time didn't have the intent in it. Straight into the hands of Biggie Tucker. But no black shirts, as you can see. It's all Capital Complex. It's all red shirts across the pitch, displaying complete dominance on the ball. Capital Complex not leaving any room, any space for United Kurung to breathe whatsoever. Takio Tadap with a lovely ball down the right flank for Tautapu. Tautapu from the right back position once again up against Fabil. Manages to put in a cross, but just a few feet away from Vivek Gurung there. Takio Tadap now has the ball, goes for the shot this time. Got deflected by Mate and back to the keeper. Nick Tornido now cutting inside, gets past 2-3 players. Here's Nick Tornido with a wonderful shot. But that was promising from Nick Tornido. With his creativity, with his trickery, went past a couple of red shirts there, went for the shot, which is not bad either. Well, this is a glimmer of hope for United Kurung. But we need to see more of these from the likes of Niktar, Fabil, Lenjing. A ball by Teji Tatra for Vivek. However, Vivek was in an offside position. Well, this could well be another chance for Kurung. But Taku Kanu there should have done better. Gave away possession cheaply. Dodia Sevang Tao Tapu once again making that overlapping run. Lovely ball by Sarvo. But Chera Chapang up to the task. Lunging now. Making his move forward. Fabil is there on the sidelines. Fabil gets it. Plays it back for Mate. He goes long. Rahul Goju doing his defensive duties there. Now Jorambat has the ball. Plays it to Niktar. Can Niktar do something? Puts a ball in. But straight into the safe pair of hands of Jagomloi. Vivek Kurung for Takya Tadap. Rahul Gaju dropping deep to get that ball. Jenko Gadi as usual providing width for the team. Now here's a break for Kurung United. Can they make something out of it? Niktar is there waiting for the ball. This is Takokanu looking for options. Plays it to Chinkosium. Niktar is waiting. Niktar gets the ball. Plays it to Lenjing. Lenjing goes for the shot. But deflected by Tatra. And Fabil Dibi there went for the spectacular. However, the ball didn't reach him and nicely dealt by the defense of Capital Complex. Well, Capital Complex very confident building up from the back. They are not going long, even with the goal kicks, playing it short and building it up slowly and gradually from the back. Now here's Jenko Gadi now. On the run from the left flank. Nice cut back in. Vivek Gurung is there. But this time he hits the side netting. But what a run that was by Jenko Gadi. All the way from his left back position. Almost playing as a winger. Jenko Gadi now. That was a lovely cut back. Age Sarbo. This is Tao Tapu. Went for the shot and the ball hits the woodwork. Falls perfectly for Vivek Gurung. And Vivek Gurung there would be the easiest goal he has scored perhaps in this league so far. But credit goes to Tao Tapu, the right back. Once again with that overlapping run. Went for the shot, the ball hit the woodwork, and Vivek Gurung makes it 3 goals for Capital Complex. Well, it's going all downhill for United Kurung. Well, this is the goal there. Biki Takar perhaps could have done better. Perhaps if he was a bit taller, he would have been able to punch it out. Couldn't get that punch right, and the ball fell right in front of Vivek Gurung. And Vivek Gurung there scores the 3rd for Capital Complex. And with this goal, Vivek Gurung is now with 10 goals scored in this league so far. What a tournament he has had. One of the star performers of the league, and definitely a contender for the player of the league award. Teji Tatra with another ball for Tautapu. Tautapu gets it. Tautapu goes for the shot. Well, as I said, it seems like at this point, both the fullbacks of Capital Complex, Tautapu and Jenko Gadi, it seems like both of them are almost playing as a winger, providing width for Capital Complex, which is allowing the forwards, Doji Sewang and Vivek Gurung, to stay inside and play as an inside forward. Tautapu once again plays it to Olik Tang. Olik Tang with the ball in. Well, not the best of the crosses there by Olik Tang. Nonetheless, the ball is back with Capital. This is Tautapu. Throw in for Capital. Nectar Nidu. Well, seems like the ball went out of play. Throw in for Capital. Well, what a side, what a phenomenal team Capital Complex has been. It's a delight and a pleasure to watch them play on the pitch every time. They have displayed complete dominance in the league so far. 6 wins out of 7 played. And marching ahead towards the 7th win of the season. It's a Jenko Gadi now. Well, Tautapu from his right back position is literally in the winger's position, pressing on. Hage Sarbo now, twisting and turning, finds Vivek. Vivek plays it back to Tapu. Tapu back to Akash. Akash now with a diagonal ball. But this time dispossessed. Durambat had the ball, but he gave it away as well. With Capital Complex FC playing with composure, playing with calmness. They are beaming with confidence, with pride. Fabil TP now with his step overs, cuts inside, looking for options for Chikozem there, but ball is back with Capital. Doji Sewang. Lovely bit of 1-2 there between Doji and Vivek there. However, Bruce Lee Talong there, raising his flag for an offside. Fabil TP has a chance. Fabil TP makes it 1 for United Kurung. And somehow, United Kurung have found one back. And it's none other than the man of the team, the bulwark of United Kurung, Fabil TP. And he makes it 1 for United Kurung. And with this goal, Fabil TP now has a total of 6 goals in total. This is what they needed, United Kurung, before the half-time break, to instill that sense of confidence in them before they approach the second half. So meanwhile, it's 3 minutes of added on time at the end of the 45-minute mark. Capital Complex still on the attack. Dodi Sewang goes for the shot from a very tight angle. Well, this is the goal there. Jorambat with the ball in. But the defense of Capital Complex wide open. Didn't check the run of Fabil TP there. And Fabil TP, as we know, is clinical with his finishing. And if you offer him an opportunity like that, he is going to punish you. Jorambat for Chinkosium. Age Sarbo. Jorambat steals it from Tadab. However, the ball is back with Capital, cleared away. Lunkim is there with a defensive header. Fabil TP. Can Kurung find one more before the half-time break? Cherachapang with an overlapping run, but couldn't keep it in play. Cherachapang. Throw in for Capital. Akaskino plays it back to Jagomloi. Cherachapang now finds Fabil, but a heavy touch there by Fabil and cleared away by Capital. Jorambat Cherachapang now to his fullback pairing, Jorambat. Jorambat with another ball inside. Jagomlai off his line. Collects the ball. No problem whatsoever. Well, utter dominance displayed by Capital Complex in the first half. Complete domination of possession. A lot of attacking chances created. 3 found the back of the net so far. But United Kurung with a glimmer of hope, courtesy of a goal by Fabil TP, Can United Kurung turn things around in the second half, or will Capital Complex FC continue to display their dominance? Well, at the half break, it's Capital Complex 3 and United Kurung FC 1.
Hello.
And there you go. The players are back on the pitch. And now we are moments away from the second half to kick off. Well, going into the second half, it's Capital Complex FC who are in the front foot. They are leading by 2 goals. And United Kurung will be looking to step up their game and get something out of this match. And the ball comes to live here. Capital Complex. Has shown utter dominance in the first half. They will look to continue their momentum. And here's Olik Tang for Vivek Gurung. Vivek Gurung with a lovely ball inside for Dorji Sewang. But Dorji Sewang couldn't find the target there. And the ball goes out for Gurung goal kick. ये क्या हो गया हमको क्यों आपस में नहीं दे रहा है Akash Kino with the free kick there. And now it's Kurung on the break. Taku Kanu surging forward. But loses possession. And now it's Capital Complex on the other side of the pitch. On the break. Lunkim, the skipper, finds Jorambat on the right hand side. Symposium now. Tera Chapang. Symposium surging forward. Try to find Niktar, but Tau Tapu is there to deal with the danger. Tau Tapu sealing off Niktar. Niktar with a push from behind. And that's a free kick for Capital. Rahul Singfo making a run forward. Tau Tapu was there on the right side, but Dorji Sewang couldn't find him on that occasion. Ball goes out for a Kurung throw. Age Sarbo combining with Dorji. Dorji to Oleg. Oleg goes for the shot there. Well, a brave attempt by Oleg Tang, but straight into the hands of Biki Takar. Chinkozium with a lovely bit of skill there. Plays it back to Lunkim. Well, United Kurung have to step up their game if they want to get something out of this match. Capital Complex have been completely dominant in the first half, scoring 3. And it was Fabil TP who provided a glimmer of hope for United Kurung with a goal. Can Fabil recreate that magic and do something for his team? Meanwhile, it's Nectar for Akash Kino. Solid defending there by Akash. Jagomloi once again plays it short, combining with his centre backs, Teji Tatray and Akash Kino. Age Sarbo for Takio Thalap. Well, here's a chance for Capital Complex. Vivek Gurung with the ball, surging forward. Vivek Gurung still has the ball, finds Rahul. Rahul for Tau Tapu with the right back. And Tau Tapu with a golden opportunity there, but balloons it over the bar. Well, completely upset Tau Tapu. That was a really good opportunity for him to script his name on the score sheet. Wonderful bit of play by Vivek Gurung. Well, Capital Complex FC are definitely showing no signs of slowing down. They are hungry for more, looking for more goals, and asserting their dominance, their authority in the league. They've already made their position in the top 4. United Kurung, on the other hand, playing for redemption, playing for respect. Well, hypothetically, they still have a chance at making it to the top 4. However, the chances are very slim. They have to win this one and the next one as well, and hope the other teams in the first half of the table loses the remaining matches. Tako Kanu with a chance there, couldn't control it. Jagomloi to the rescue with a long throw for Tau Tapu. Tau Tapu plays it back for Hage Sarbo. Hage Sarbo connecting with Vivek Gurung. Here's Tau Tapu once again on the right flank. Vivek Gurung. Vivek Gurung still has the ball. Crosses the ball inside. Rahul Goju is there. Goes for the header, but couldn't get the direction right in that one. Another wonderful ball by Vivek Gurung from the right flank. Rahul Singfo should have done better on that occasion. Lunkim surging forward, but couldn't find any teammate. The ball is back with Capital Complex. Capital Complex absolutely dominating possession, having 67% of it in their favor. Well, the midfield trio of Olik Tang, Takeo Tadap and Hasarbo has been a delight to watch. What a cohesion and lovely bit of combination between the three players. Hagesarbo and Takeo Tadap playing as a double pivot for Capital Complex, and on the other hand, Olik Tang playing on the top of the pyramid of the midfield, creating all those opportunities, playing all those through balls. Olik Tang. Meanwhile, it's Kurung United on the attack. Well, both the players of United Kurung are down. And there you go, the supporters of Capital Complex FC cheering for their teams. This is what we want to see. This is what the players would love to see, the support from the stands. I would like to urge all the viewers who are watching it from their homes, if you are here in Itanagar, please flock into the stadium, support your favorite teams, support your favorite players, because this is what we want. This is what the players want, and this is what gives them the motivation, the boost to perform even better. The dugout for United Kurung. And this is that challenge by Akaskino. The referee said no foul. However, Takokanu got injured in that process. Sarba for Tautapu. Dorji making their overlapping run. Tautapu decides to cut inside, plays it back to Hagesarbo. Hagesarbo turning, but lost possession there. Akash Kino with his composure and calmness, but couldn't clear it far away. Ball is back with United Kurung, but given away by Lenjing. And Jenko Gadi gets the ball on the left flank. Another break for Capital Complex. Vivek Gurung, first time pass for Rahul. Rahul, second post. Dorji with the header there. And Vivek Gurung with the volley, but didn't get the connection right. And Hagesarbo with another attempt from way off the penalty area. But this time he didn't find the target. Hagesarbo gets the ball back. Well, we have seen what Hagesarbo can do from these ranges as well. Scored a banger of a goal in Capital's previous game against Subansri United. It'll be interesting to see if he can pull something like that once again. Now, lovely bit of play between Rahul and Vivek. Rahul with the chance there. Rahul with the shot there. And Rahul with the fourth goal of the game for Capital Complex. Lovely bit of combination play between Rahul Singfo and Vivek Gurung. Striking shot. No chance for Biki Thakar. And it's Capital Complex 4, United Kurung 1. Clinical finishing there by the striker Rahul Singfo. Well, Capital Complex making a statement, showing everyone why they are the league leaders. 6 wins out of 7 games played so far. And this is well going to be the 7th win for them in this season. With 30 minutes of gameplay remaining here at the Golden Jubilee Stadium, Upia. Free kick for United Kurung, and it's the skipper Lunkim who is going to take it. Too far for him to think of the goal. However, he went for the spectacular there, but the ball goes out for a Capital goal kick. Jagom plays it short for Akaskino. Akaskino this time goes long. Lunkim gets it. Loses possession again. United Kurung. Here's Capital Complex once again on the break. Vivek Gurung up against 2 black shirts. And Mate there doing his defensive duties well. This is Lenjing Panyang now. Lenjing Panyang loses possession. Tau Tapu gets the ball. Doji Sevang making a run down the right flank. Doji Sevang gets the ball. Plays it back to Tau Tapu. Tau Tapu to Akaskino. Niktanido charging hard, but Capital Complex gets away from it, and they're on the attack once again. Olik Tang with the shoot now, but deflected by Lunkim. Another Capital Complex corner kick. Well, no time whatsoever for United Kurung to sit back and relax. No time for them to breathe. Capital Complex has been on fire, with showing no signs of slowing down, creating attacks after attacks. Here's Jen Kugadi with the second post. Doji Sevang gets the header. Rahul Singhfo with the second header there, but this time a good save by Biki Takar. Jen Kugadi. This time played away by Lunkim. Finds Niktar. Niktar loses possession there. Akaskino gets the ball. Steals it from behind. Akaskino plays it back to Olik Tang. Olik Tang all the way back to Techi Tatra. Akaskino with the ball inside. Vivek couldn't control it there. And it's Fabil now. Lovely backheel pass for Jorambat, but few inches away from him. Well, Capital Complex really are not leaving any space whatsoever for United Kurung to keep possession of the ball. 2-3 passes at the most. United Kurung, and they are losing possession. And the ball is back with Capital Complex. Takyo Tadap for Olik Tang. Olik Tang to Doji Sevang. Doji Sevang taking his time. Puts a cross in. Vivek Gulung with a wonderful bicycle attempt there, but couldn't get the connection right. And this is the previous chance. Rahul Singhfo with the header, but Biki Takar up to the task. Quick throw by Rahul for Vivek. Vivek on the left flank. with all his trickery. Plays it back to Rahul. Well, Dorji was there waiting in the penalty area, but Vicky Thakur collects the ball, leaves it off for Lenjing. Pochera Chapang, apologies. Tamuk James. Stolen away by Rahul. Rahul gets the ball. A clumsy bit of play there by United Kurung. Very sloppy. Dorji Sewang with a shot. And Dorji Sewang got an opportunity with a clinical finishing. Makes it another goal for Capital Complex. And here's the 5th one of the match for Capital Complex. And this time it's Dorji Sewang with a thunderous shot at goal. Well, United Kurung, it is going to be very difficult for them now to turn things around. Here's that opportunity. Dorji Sewang slots it past Vicky Thakur. Makes no mistake there. And now 3 points are waiting for Capital Complex. They are surely going to win this one. It's next to impossible for United Kurung to get anything out of this one now. Meanwhile, on the other side of the pitch, Fabil TP with a wonderful goal. Perhaps one of the best that we have seen so far in this league. What a wonderful strike that was. Fabil TP on the bicycle. And boy oh boy, what are we just witnessing? Just when we thought it's all over, it's a game over for United Kurung, it's Fabil TP once again, the bulwark of United Kurung, who has come up with another spectacular goal. Well, Indrajit Namcho Arunachal League is definitely surprising us. Goals after goals, or rather wonderful goals after wonderful goals. But still for United Kurung, they are still trailing by 3 goals. And Capital Complex are hungry for more. Vivek Gurung with a chance now. And Vivek Gurung makes it 6 goals for Capital Complex. Wonderful ball in by Tau Tapu from the right flank. And Vivek Gurung, as we all know, if he gets an opportunity like that, he is going to punish you. Well, the second goal of the match for Vivek Gurung in this match, and his 11th goal in the league. With Capital Complex really showing who the real boss is. Just when Fabil TP scored that wonderful goal, it's Capital Complex who have replied back with an answer. This time it's Vivek Gurung with a lovely goal. And of course, credit has to be given to the young fullback Tau Tapu. Another teasing ball in from Vivek Gurung, and Vivek Gurung with clinical finishing as always. Well, what an exciting clash this has been in the second half. Spectacular goals from both the teams. But so far, United Kurung are still trailing by 4 goals. And Capital Complex are inching towards the 7th win of the season. They are already into the top 4, into the playoffs, with 6 wins out of 7 matches played. Symposium now. To Fabil TP. Nictamido cutting inside. Goes down Nictamido. Wins a free kick for his team. Jacob Louis setting up his wall there. Free kick for United Kurung from a promising position. Can United Kurung score one more? It's Lenjing Panyang on the ball for Kurung. Lenjing Panyang goes for the shot directly, but over the bar. Should have done better there, Lenjing. This is that goal. What a goal that was for Fabil TP. And this is the next goal that we saw right after that. Fabil won the strike. Vivek Gurung making a statement. Well, both Vivek Gurung and Fabil TP have been a delight to watch in the Vietnam Arunachal League. Fabil TP with 6 goals in total, and Vivek Gurung leading the goal scorers start with 11 goals in total. Well, this is what Indrajit Namcham Arunachal League is all about. Amazing goals, wonderful strikes, drama, theatrics as well in between. And definitely the league is not disappointing us. The kind of action that we are seeing, that we are witnessing, is keeping the fans, the audience, on the edge of their seats at all times. And this is what we want to witness. This is what the fans are hungry for. Well, another free kick for Capital Complex. Oleg Tang. Reflected by the wall. Jorambat getting past a couple of players there, but didn't get the cross right. Ball is back with Capital. Age Sarbo tried to find Vivek Gurung on the run, but intercepted by the defense. Well, a pull from behind by Chera Chapang, and though Jisewang wins a free kick for Capital. Well, we saw what Akaskino did from this similar range in the first half. Will he go for the goal in this one as well? And he goes for the goal, but this time Biki Takar is alert. Collects it and launches the ball forward for Fabil. Lenjing Panyang has it. Jorambat now. Fabil is waiting on the sidelines. Fabil gets the ball, but cleared away by Oleg Tang furiously. Well, we do have a couple of changes for Capital Complex. Damni Bomnio, Daniel Gurung and Momikado are coming in. Doji Sewang making way. Olik Taing and Rahul Singfo as well are heading towards the dugout. Well, Daniel Gurung is back on the pitch for Capital Complex. Has created some magical moments for Capital Complex in the season. Scored some wonderful goals. And on the other hand, the likes of Momikado and Damli Bomnio are also exciting talents to watch out for. But meanwhile, that was sloppy by Jagomloi. Couldn't collect it there. However, luckily, the ball goes out for a corner kick. Lenjing takes it short. Ball inside towards the second post. But hits the outside of the net. El Jagomloi almost did a blunder there. Janko Gadi with the outside of his feet finds Vivek Gurung. However, Vivek Gurung was in an offside position. The assistant referee raises his flag. There's Fabil TP back to Jorambat. Now James Tamuk stolen away by Momik. It's Capital on the break now. Gurung to another Gurung. Now this is Momik. Momikado goes for the shot. But off target. Didn't find the target there. Akash Kino surging forward, gets the ball back from Daniel Gurung, but cleared away this time. And it's Nikta Nido now on the break for United Kurung. Tako Kanu couldn't control it. Well, the referee blows the whistle. Seems like one of the United Kurung players is down. That's a nice piece of showmanship, sportsmanship by Hage Sarbo, helping his opposition Lenjing Panyang. But meanwhile, the gaffer of Capital Complex, Kipa Bharat, having a word with his centre back. Well, Kipa Bharat has been phenomenal. His side utter dominance throughout the league. One of the senior most coaches of our state, Kipa Bharat, has achieved decent achievements with the women's team and with the men's team as well. Was himself a former national player, has represented Arunachal Pradesh on many occasions, and now is on the sidelines, still contributing to the development of the game in the state. Damli Bomnio for Vivek Gurung. Vivek Gurung with a forward ball for Tau Tapu, but too far for him. Daniel Gurung for Damli Bomnyu. Damli Bomnyu goes for the shot there, but couldn't find the target. A good effort nonetheless by Damli Bomnyu, the substitute. Another really exciting talent for Capital Complex. Has played for Arunachal Pradesh in many national tournaments, including the Santosh Trophy as well. Well, we are now into the final 10 minutes of the normal regulation time. United Kurung still trailing by 4 goals. And Capital Complex showing no signs of slowing down. With another attack here, Capital Complex. Damli Bomnyu with an attempt. And that was a good attempt. With his left foot. Just misses the target by a few inches. Damli Bomnyu has a golden left foot. But in this league so far, he hasn't really got that opportunity to use it to its full potential. The likes of Dorji Sewang, Vivek Gurung have performed really well on the flanks for Capital Complex, making it difficult for Damli Bomnyu to come into the starting lineup. But he gets his chance today. Can he make it count and produce something magical and show us what he's capable of? Tako Kanu with a push from behind, and this is clearly a foul. Well, another change for United Kurung, and it's Tamuk James who is coming off. And in his place, it's keeper Apsu who has come in, and that was the attempt there by Damli Bomnyu. Fabil TP. And here's a substitute, keeper Apsu. Wins a free kick with the very first touch in this match. That's a yellow card for Jenko Gadi. Chinkozim will take it into the penalty area, and this time the captain Lungkim tried to go for the spectacular there, however couldn't get the connection. Vivek Gurung for Jenko Gadi. First time ball in Jenko Gadi across the face of the goal. Can Damli Bomnyu keep it in play, but he couldn't. The ball goes out for Kurung goal kick. Nonetheless, a lovely ball there by Vivek Gurung down the left flank for Jenko Gadi. Daniel Gurung twisting and turning in the midfield. Wins a free kick for his team. Well, another free kick. Another Akash Chino shot. This time deflected by the wall. Tautapu with the ball in, but no red shirts there to get anything out of it. Corner for Capital Complex. But it has been a busy day at office for this guy, Vicky Takar. Definitely wouldn't be easy for any keeper to deal with the back-to-back attacks of Capital Complex. There's Jenko Gadi now. Towards the second post. Damli Bomnio lets it go out for a throw-in. Final 5 minutes of normal regulation time remaining. Lenging. Fouled by Vivek Gurung. Push from behind. And that's a yellow card for Vivek Gurung. Keeper Apsu. For Chera Chapang. Chera Chapang straight into the hands of Jagomloi. Jagomloi almost dropped it. But then he collected it the second time and launches it forward. It's Daniel Gurung now. Momikado waiting on the left flank. Back to Daniel. Daniel Gurung surging forward. Gets past 3-4 players. Daniel Gurung keeps it in play. Couldn't get the cross there. Takio Tarap has the ball. Takio Tarap goes for a shot. Straight into the hands of Vicky Takar. What a good run that was by Daniel Gurung. Just couldn't get the cross right on that one. Well, this time it's Jorambat who is down on the floor. And this is that Teji Tatra. Vivek Gurung. Daniel Gurung makes a run. Daniel Gurung gets the ball for Damli Bomnio. And Damli Bomnio makes it 7 goals for Capital Complex. And Capital Complex are running a riot against United Kurung. Attacks after attacks. Brilliance after brilliance. And it's the substitute of Capital Complex, Daniel Gurung and Damli Bomnio, who have orchestrated this attack and found the back of the net the 7th time in this match. Wonderful ball there by Vivek Gurung, Daniel Gurung. First time ball inside. And Damli Bomnio with a clinical finishing slots it past Biki Takar. With 7 goals for Capital Complex. This is turning out to be humiliating for United Kurung. Although the 2 goals from Fabil TP was quite spectacular, however, all in all, it is a very embarrassing match for United Kurung. 7 goals conceded. It reminds me of that Brazil and Germany match in the 2014 World Cup. Tautapu again with the ball. And this is Daniel Gurung with the attempt there. Well, this lad, Daniel Gurung, is a force to reckon with. Whenever he gets an opportunity, he proves it. He proves why he deserves an opportunity to play. Proves his mettle in every match. He has done so, and in this match as well, came off as a substitute and shown his prowess. Vivek Gurung now. Takio Tadap. Well, a couple of changes for United Kurung. Tau Tapu gets past Chera Chapang. Tau Tapu with the ball in, and Vivek Gurung with the bicycle attempt. And what a goal that would have been. Just didn't get the direction and the connection right. But what a wonderful attempt that was by Vivek Gurung. Well, plenty of changes there by United Kurung. Nikdar Nido going off. Tako Kanu going off. We are approaching the dying minutes of this match, and so far it has been all Capital Complex. Dominant display by Capital Complex, showing why they are the league leaders. United Kurung, on the other hand, really struggled to find that rhythm, to find that cohesion. Well, here are the changes on the screen. Takokanu, Lenjing Panyang making way for Virikara, Biawang Agyo. Yes, Fabil TP. Despite the two wonderful goals he scored, his team is losing. Symposium Niktanido made way for Bamang Toko and Tadar Koko. Tadar Koko, Bamang Toko, both local lads for United Kurung. But then they wouldn't definitely be happy with how things are going on the pitch at the moment. Tau Tapu with another ball inside. Falls to Jenko Gadi. Jenko Gadi finds Daniel Gurung. Daniel Gurung turning and twisting. Now yes, United Kurung on the break. Pabil TP. Is it for Virikara? But too much weight on that ball. Virikara couldn't control it. Now Pabil TP with the ball in this time. Virikara is there. Jumps for the header. Tau Tapu with a long ball for Vivek Gurung. Vivek Gurung gets to the ball. Up against Mate. Twisting and turning Vivek Gurung. And he wins a free kick for Capital Complex. Just outside the edge of the penalty area. Well, United Kurung definitely wouldn't want things to get more humiliating than this. Another Capital Complex free kick from a promising position. Vivek Kurung on the ball. Already scored 2 goals in this match. Vivek Kurung, but headed away by the captain Lunkim. Lunkim is down, it seems. After that header clearance, seems like it hit his head a bit hard. He is on the floor at the moment, and we have the physio, Likha Jil, physio for United Kurung. After the task there, providing the required medical assistance. Likha Jil also run a physiotherapist center by the name Core Physiotherapy Hub in Nirjuli. And this man here, Keeper Bharat, must be really pleased with his performance. And on the other hand, the dugout of United Kurung in despair, in agony. It's Damli Bomnio now. Momikado, Damli Bomnio gets the ball back. Damli Bomnio still with the ball, looking for that space. Finds Vivek Gurung on the left flank. Vivek Gurung with his trickery puts in a ball just inches away from Momikado. Utter dominance here at the Golden Jubilee Stadium by Capital Complex FC. They have made a statement. They have shown to the world why they are at the top of the league. What a dominant display by the league leaders, Capital Complex FC. And on the other hand, United Kurung FC have really struggled in this match. Really struggled to find that momentum, to find that rhythm, to find that cohesion in the team. But Capital Complex FC have further cemented their place at the top of the league table. And for United Kurung FC, it's despair, it's agony, as for them now the chance to make it to the top 4 is elusive. So at the end of this match, it's Capital Complex 7 and United Kurung 2. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining in. And this is your commentator, Nani Hali, signing off for the night. And we will get back to you on Tuesday, the 28th of October at 4 p.m. for another exciting clash at the Indrajit Namchum Arunachal League. Until then, take care, stay safe, and good night.